Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and we're live. Woohoo! Hey Shepherdess. Ah, it's talking at me. Okay, I turned that down, putting it into live chat. That way I can see what everybody says. We're doing some mail opening today. Santa came early again this year, so I think we have some presents from the legendary Judy. So we'll be doing some mail opening. We're going to be doing some crafting. I want to show you guys this thing that we made in the Patreon exclusive live stream. We had made the bezel for it, and then I did some wire wrapping, and we're actually working on shooting a tutorial for it. Hey Colleen, hey Daniel. And ooh, it's so shiny and pretty, but like I cannot get a good picture of this moonstone. Hey, Mandy. And also, I figured we'd be crafting a little bit today as well, and y'all can ask questions and I can hopefully answer them. Hey, Angie, how's it going? Also, quarantine is still a thing, and shipping internationally is getting increasingly complicated. So that's a thing. Also, hey, Tanya. Hey, Marianne. Thank you to everybody, all of y'all, who helped make our past auction so wildly successful. I do think it was probably the most successful auction we have ever had. Which I have to say, it's not what Randy and I were anticipating, because like we were expecting to we were hoping to make like 2 or 3 sales. That'd have been cool. Hey, handsome man who brings the coffee and lives in the house. Thank you. um, I do love my Randy. Hey, Julie. Sorry, let me get the camera just a little bit better.
Who's Randy?
Who's Randy? Where's Randy? Never in my life will I forget that. I hope. Okay. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Rebel. But yeah, so if you purchased something during our auction and you haven't paid for it yet, we do have all the links up on our website, backtruthcreations.com, where you can click on shop and then click auction items and you can pay for your order there. Um, Also, if you live in like Canada or Great Britain or Spain, or like there's a bunch of different countries now that just aren't accepting shipments from the US, apparently. I don't know, the lady and gentleman at our local post office were very, very vague about it, and I took too long putting on my eyebrows, so I didn't have a chance to Google it. But just stay in contact with us.
Well, it's Canada's not on the list. Canada's got something different going on altogether.
Like they're routing it all through Florida? I don't know. I
And
don't know.
it is now more expensive to send to Canada than to send anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it is. We paid more to ship to Canada than what we did to Tasmania. So, which doesn't make sense because we share a border. But anyways, but yeah. So just as we find out more, we will keep you guys in the loop. We'll just try to keep like open communication. It's a very good possibility that if y'all do want to order things, we may just hold on to your packages. I'm wondering how that's going to affect Patreon. We're not making any like executive decisions yet because it's 15 more days until.
You on the house internet?
Am I? Nope.
Okay.
Space just sucks. Space internet. I tripped my internet, but seems to freeze and go again and freeze. Welcome to a live stream. Right on. Hey Vaughn from Vaughn. Hey other Vaughn. How's it going? I'm able to catch a live stream. Hey studio in Sweden. Our household is doing really well. Hopefully most everybody that we talk to is going pretty well, but then we go to the post office and everything's covered in like shrink wrap, so we can't breathe on them. So I don't know what's happening. I kind of, and I've said this before, but apparently we've been living
pretty ridiculous. Like they had shower curtains.
Yeah, they had shower curtains over, but then they'd lift it and get the stuff, and it's.
And they had nylon gloves.
Yeah.
But the lady's wedding ring poked through and ripped her glove.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. It's points for effort, I suppose. We've been living in apparently self-imposed quarantine for almost a decade, so things for us are still pretty normal. Hey, Joe from Glasgow, Kentucky. Right on. Which is Kentucky barricading the roads into Tennessee? Like, that's something that we had heard, and then we're worried for our friends who had to go up to Kentucky for work and then come back down. But I don't know. These are interesting times that we live in. But so far, we are happy and healthy and doing. We are not just surviving; we are thriving thanks to y'all. We're putting in a garden, and it's, I don't know, kind of conventions and everything being canceled is just giving me an opportunity to do everything that I've ever wanted to do at home, and didn't have the time for, because this time of year we were always traveling for conventions. Oh, Patricia says I've been in quarantine for 45 days. Do you have somebody who's able to like bring you like food and stuff? 79 diagnosed in your country. Goodness. I can't even like quote numbers and stuff. I live under such a rock and I'm so misinformed that I don't even have opinions or anything. But I hope all y'all are doing well. Tweet Sam is doing great. Sam, you wanna come show everybody how great you're doing? He's like, nope, I'm a dog. I'm gonna sit here on the floor. He gets his sutures out on Thursday, and then he won't have to wear a cone anymore. He's definitely feeling a lot better. Like, he jumps up into bed and we're like, no jumping, Sam. He's like, cuddle me. And a couple of the times we started having an Avengers marathon last night, because the nice thing about this design, impromptu, it wasn't planned. Once I have the bezel soldered, I can just take the wire upstairs and sit on the couch and wire wrap. So we were able to get some work done and watch the Avengers movies and cuddle our dog without his cone on. So he was doing pretty good that way. Just finished my first wire wrap pendant. All right, on Hadash. I have to tell you though, if it wasn't for everything you've taught me in making things, I would be steak raven freaking mad right now. Oh, Patricia. Well, I'm really glad to be helpful to you. I have not heard from Bev, Manaya. How's the chicks? They are being rambunctious in the backyard. They're too big for their little cage, so I've put them into their chicken tractor, and so they stay out in the yard in their tractor. We're shooting one right now, Nerd Girl. We're shooting one for the gallery wire pendants. And then they spend the night in the shed. Do it, love?
Yeah, I was gonna say the chicks actually spent the night out with the big girls.
Now they were still quarantined as well in their tractor, because the big girls will like bully them really badly. Did you know today's International Loki Day? Is it? Well, then I wore green for Loki. Nah, these are the clothes that I wore. I was actually like, it's springtime. I want to be super springtime. And then we went out in public like this, and I was like, I should be in quarantine. If people don't like the way I dress, they can stay in their houses. Bev says I feel like absolute shite, but I'm here. Hey, Bev. I hope you get to feeling better. Charlene here, my first time in live chat. Hey, Charlene. Oh, well, thank you. You guys are so nice. Like, and honestly, y'all have been for years our only source of social interaction outside of work. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. We're not the crazy ones, you are. That's good. Cheers, everybody. We are going to, Nerd Girl says I haven't been to work in over 2 weeks. I'm basically out of a job until it's, oh my god, Nerd Girl. I hope you're holding together all right. We're gonna start mail opening, that way we can get to crafting. So if you guys have any questions or anything, actually, Judy, are you here, Judy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, Judy. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start opening mail, because, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Oh. There's these packages, and then there's this package. Okay, so we have some mail to open today. Let's. Okie dokie. We're gonna start with the little stuff on top. Where my scissors at? Wait, I don't know what we did to get so lucky to have all y'all in our lives, but I wanted to thank you guys for spending your time here with us, and for sending us stuff, and for watching our tutorials, and for just letting us be a part of your crafty journey. Oh.
Is there a giveaway today?
There is a giveaway today. Ooh, Sam's gonna come help us open mail. Hey, Sam. A little mail opening pepperoni. I don't think we have any bark boxes for you today, though, honey. Yeah, I don't know if we do. But I'm gonna scratch your head. I might give you some pepperonis anyways. Who's such a good boy? he's mad at me because I ate the rest of his blueberry yam dog treats. And he's like, Mom, those are mine. He's like, then they shouldn't look like tea biscuits, should they? Yeah. Okay.
Argue with that.
Do what?
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, can't argue with that. That face. Okay, so there's no note in here. These are purple mica, is what it says. Sam wants to sniff the beads. She's sniffing the beads. But check these out. That is such a beautiful purple. It actually almost matches my nails. I'm in love with this color of purple right now. Judy, were these you? Because these are gorgeous. Oh. Now, I'm not sure what stone it is, though. It just says purple mica there on the packaging. Tracy said she makes about 10, Judy's like, me, 10 star flowers. They're fun once you get into the kind of the rhythm of it. Okay. Thank you, Sam, for knocking off my scissors. You're such a good boy. I love you. Yeah, this isn't food, though. I'm pretty sure. He is. That's little Z-Butt just wagging his little tail. Oh, Judy, the lavendorite. My tablet is on charging, and I'm just not looking at it very much. Sold the Dragonite bangle to a lady in Illinois today. It's going to showcase it to the fair. Ah, right on. Oh, that's so cool, Rebel. Oh, Judy. These labradorite, though. And they actually have flashes in them. Some of the labradorite I've been getting recently doesn't have flashes. Hey, Lynette. Ooh, 55-inch TV. So you're like super zoomed in on my big mutton head. Aww. Thank you, Sam. Look at that, though. Let me see if we can, but it's not even focusing, and you can see all the flashes on those labs. Oof.
Do you have a tutorial for those earrings you're
Ooh
wearing?
la la. I do. It's just like a wire wrapped earring tutorial, I think. No, I will not be losing these. They are straight into the dragon's hoard. Okay. So Sam has laid down. So we're getting these big boxes open, which have been sprayed, so you don't have to worry about me like licking them or anything. Oh my goodness, y'all! Peanut butter M&Ms and caramel M&Ms. What? Who sent this? Who knows me? What's this? Oh, the big mama jama. Peanut M&Ms. Guess who's getting fatter? Ooh. Randy, do you like any of these? Will you eat the caramel ones?
I like the caramel.
Okay, Randy says he'll eat the caramel ones, but he hates peanuts. Well, you don't hate peanuts.
I just don't like peanut M&Ms.
He just doesn't like peanut M&Ms. More for me. Ha! Judy says, Judy think. I'm gonna open one of them now. Thank you so much, Judy. No, Sam, this will literally kill you. What color should I eat first? Y'all get to pick. Or do we just random it? Oh my god, it just smells. It smells like diabetes. It's so good. The caramel M&Ms are my favorite. Right on, Tracy. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some caramel M&M like cookies.
Dude.
Did you? And what's more is you can see his face. So my dog's so chubby that Z-Dog specifically, that whenever he like tries to itch himself, it like squeezes little farts out. Did you? Okay, I eat green and blue, so I'll eat those ones. Oh, the blue went first. The parrots are laughing with you and getting excited. They're right with popcorn and popcorn balls too. Okay. So good. Oh my gosh, thank you. I would have never thought. I would have never expected a box of M&Ms to show up at my house. This is amazing. Excuse me, Sam. Okay. Judy. Watch your smells. You nosy bastard. Fine. You go get your nose cut, Z-Dog. And then what? Hey, Sam. Okay. More M&Ms. Oh my god.
How many M&Ms?
All the M&Ms. We have a lifetime supply of M&Ms. Thank you so much, Judy. Watch what's next. This is all the boxes that we have today. So we'll have to stay tuned to see what Judy calls. Oh, yeah, we are definitely making some chocolate chip M&M cookies. Oh, and there's a recipe for them on the back. Ha-ha. Randy, I'm glad you like me chunky because I am not getting thinner.
Okay.
Did you say K?
Okay.
Nice. Thank you so much, Judy. This is so many M&Ms. Sorry, honey, you gotta move. Well, that gave me fresh life. This is amazing. I know. I'm sorry. You can't eat any of that, though, sir. You're just a dog. It'll make you, I think, poop yourself to death. I'm not entirely certain. Let's not test it. Oh, that's good with coffee, too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Judy. Red Cal says that would last me only a week. No, I'll choke to death. Because I was like, let's have a contest and see how many M&Ms I can fit in my mouth. Y'all win. Like, one time when Randy and I were freshly dating, story time, you guys. We had some grapes that like were gonna go old in the fridge. And so were we even living together at that point? Or was I just over at your house?
I think you were just over at my place.
So we ate all of Poncho's grapes?
Yeah.
So I have no idea, Amused, what's up with the yeah, Anna, we don't give dogs chocolate. We just ate all of his brother's grapes, I think. But we had a contest to see who could fit more grapes in their mouth. And and I've got these like chipmunk cheeks, right? But Randy could still fit. You fit like what, 3 more?
Yeah.
I fit 51 grapes in my mouth, and Randy fit 54. I'm still just racked with disappointment. I can't believe I couldn't fit more more M&Ms or more grapes in my mouth. But the thing was great, but it was so great because it just Ever played Chubby Bunny? I haven't. Randy won't play it with me because he doesn't really like marshmallows.
Every time we have a campfire,
We-
yell at me.
We do, don't we? I guess I play it every time we have a campfire and eat marshmallows.
Every time I just do it with one marshmallow, but I
Yeah. Time for a rematch, isn't it? Well, I have a healthier sense of like self-preservation now than I did as a teenager, I think. Randy picked all the small grapes. I don't think so. Like he dominated at that.
Dude.
But the rule was you couldn't break any of the grapes because you could fit way more grapes in your mouth if you break, like if you chomp them first. Where's the M&Ms at? I'm gonna have some more. Sorry, these are amazing. Tazy, no, these are my goalie. I love you. I'll give you pets. You can't have my M&Ms. Yay, Randy, can you call them?
Nope.
There it is. Mom, give me M&Ms. We'll have to make you some dog M&Ms. Oh, I just ate some of my hair.
That doesn't exist.
We counted as the grapes went in. No, he won fair and square, Manai, because we did spin him back. No, we counted on the way in. Did you cheat?
No, I didn't.
You gotta tell me if you cheated our grape contest 15 years ago. Am I rationing them, Judy? Not anymore. I'm free feeding. I do need to slow down or I'll die. Thank you so much, though, Judy. I'm onto you, babe.
Do you really think I cheated?
Hey, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Yeah, he didn't cheat. He's pretty serious. That's a serious face. Look at them in the eyes, Randy.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just savoring. In your kitchen, you said, "Here, my M&M, I ration them." Yeah. Well, now I don't have to anymore. I'll still probably ration them, but thank you so much, Judy. He can't look us in the eyes this night. Oh, I love you guys so much. Just always something unexpected, for sure. Anna says, I'm having a hard time getting consistent bale wrap on my star flowers. Any tips? Let me get tripod situation figured out. And then we'll get to crafting. Why am I glowing again? It's a great idea. We need to send Vaughn a what? A candy machine? Oh, I don't know. I actually haven't heard from Asmith like since he lived with us. Actually, that's how much of a bad friend I am.
That's a lot of M&M's.
That is a lot of M&M's. Where do you get your bead storage containers? From Amazon and from Walmart. Ooh. Is everything okay?
Yeah. So is that all the mail?
Uh-huh.
Both packs?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, look, check out these beads, baby.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I see them.
Gosh, every single one has a flash. Judy, these are phenomenal. Oh, star flowers, right. Okay. Let me find some beads, like bigger beads than what we just used, to work on getting some more consistent veils with our star flowers. And we're just scratching under the wooden table in the corner. Yeah, her cat tree is right there. That's her cat tree. She likes to go and do that thing. Ooh, Dollar Tree here for $1. Really? And they have like the little I need to stop saying the word quarantine. Oh, Samus's little bone. How did he even pick it up? They have the little like segregation at the top and so good. I actually really like coffee and M&M's together. Hey, baby. Will you ask them if they'll eat canned corn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
I'm better than you at drawing. It's like, okay.
Is that a challenge? Because I will bet you that you're right. Oh, the Dollar Tree containers are stackable? Right on. Yeah, because there's something that I specifically look for in our bead trays. In that they've got to have that latch. That way it stays shut, because I can take my bead trays and go like this. And because of the way that the top lid is, really don't want to drop it. It has these little lines that hold around the top of each compartment. And that way, and then they have the rounded bottoms. That way it's a lot easier to get the beads out. So, whereas I've gotten my hands on in the past some different, I also use like little bead tray organizers like this that are like dollar store stuff, but for like head pins and different things like that. But for my bead storage, I really like that style of tray. And then for like very big chunky beads, I don't mind like the regular. Right on. Use large rubber bands on all of mine if 5/8 inch wide. Right on. I'm gonna be using this really intense green aventurine, and we're gonna make. I'm gonna use this whole bin of beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're to 15. And so yeah, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These have more holes than, and these aren't green aventurine, these are glass. They got some extra holes in them. Randy's in there negotiating with the dog. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to use these ones. They all have like 3 holes. What the heck? Yeah, all of them have 3 holes. I don't think I'm gonna. Never mind, I'm not gonna be using that one. Let's get this flipped around so you guys can see. Yeah. And that's most of them that I've gotten. Mistress I get from Walmart here in our own town. But I know some people are adverse to supporting Walmart. I kind of feel like there's no difference between supporting Amazon and supporting Walmart. Okay. But yeah, check these out. They're like, they have 3 holes. Which we'll be able to figure out something to do with these, surely. Hey, AJ, how's it going? Hey, Ashiri, you can actually go to our playlist, our wire wrapping playlist, and this earring tutorial is one of our more recent tutorials. Okay. Oops. So I'm going to be using faceted green aventurine instead. Really, really into green today. I don't know why. Woo! No, come back. Gravity! There we go. Super durable. Okay. And I'm going to use the same 26 gauge wire that I've been using. No, or maybe we'll use we'll use. I'm going to grab some 20 gauge just real quick. Have you ever used the tea or coffee to dye leather? I haven't. I've used it to dye fabric, but I prefer a much darker tone. Where in the heck? Why did I get up and, oh yeah, 20 gauge wire. You can. It just, I don't know how long it will last, like it in the leather, like if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you guys an alternate method to making the star flowers that should help with bail construction. So we're going to start. I have 20 gauge wire working off the spool. Whoops. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. Once you've thrown all of your beads on the floor at least once, go ahead and thread them onto your wire. I try to use the thickest wire that I can get away with my beads. I could probably fit an 18 gauge through here, but I think 20 will be just fine. I really love those faceted. And now, whereas usually we'd come through and do like the little loop and start the star flower, I'm just going to come up here and on, it looks like our 7mm section of the mandrel, I'm going to do 2 wraps. Oh, hopefully soon, Jordan. I'd love to kind of get back on doing leatherworking tutorials and stuff. So I've done 2 wraps around the mandrel, and then I'm going to do 3 wraps around the neck, like our working wire. Just like that. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Okay. And now I'm going to, you could use your pliers or you can use your fingernail. I'm going to push a right angle, 90-degree bend. And now we're going to come around. So the bail is basically already done. I'm going to give it a little bit more space because I do want that to stay nice and centered up. Are they okay in there, hun?
Z is just really, really itchy.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, and now we've gone just one little loop around, and I'm going to hook those 2 beads, and then these 2 beads, then the bottom 2, and then I'm going to flip it to those top 2. Right on, Annette. This is actually a matte purple covered with the Grey's Anatomy Wet n Wild nail polish. So the matte purple gives it a really nice like background. Okay, so we've got those top 2, and then coming through those 2 again. So those were the bottom 2. So now we're going to separate off the top 2. The bottom 2. And top 2. Bottom 2. And now you can see we have a complete star on this side. And top 2. And then I'm going to go around the neck. And I'm going to snip both of these to where they're just a little over 1 inch long. Hey, Isha. Okay, and now I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. Hey, Mary. And then I'm just going to come in and make a little spiral up the top. Or you could just snip and smush. I personally really like the spirals because, I mean, spirals, come on. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to our moderators, Randy and Daniel. Could not do what I do without you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Did you get milk for cornbread?
I don't know. I was thinking about using cream.
Okay.
If we need milk for in the cornbread, I'll just use some cream.
Because we got like half a gallon that's about to go by tomorrow.
Ah, right on.
And I'm like, well, I can make some chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Well, some strawberry milk.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off camera there. Let me zoom back up. Yeah, get it, baby. Thanks, Diane. But yeah, so if you're having if you have a problem area in a project, maybe try doing that problem area first. That way you can be like, haha. I get my mandrels off of Amazon. There's actually a link if you do like exclamation point toolkit. That will give you the link to where you can actually visit our curated toolkit on our website, where you can click. I'll actually show you guys. I know I do this in like every live stream, but I'm so excited about it. My toolkit. How do I? Come on, tablet. It's like it just doesn't register my fingers anymore. Back to Earth Creations. Search. Not Etsy, but our Weebly. And so you'll pull up our website, and if you're on a mobile device, then you can click right there. If you're on a computer, it'll be across the top, but you'll just click my toolkit, And then you have a selection of wire wrapping, chainmail, resin, polymer clay, dragonite, leather, electroforming, lampert glass, and video production tools. And this is just what we have so far. So if you're watching one of our videos and it's like, wire wrapping, then we go through, we talk about where we get our wire from, what my most frequently used gauges and colors are. And then here you can see this is actually the full collection of the pliers that we use, as well as our mandrels. If we can't find something that's like, maybe I'd gotten it so long ago it's not in production anymore, we just found the closest product. But yeah, just right here, whoop, you click on that link and there we go. It opens up. And mine had blue handles, but the handle wore off. But yeah, that's the thick and thin mandrel that I use in all my videos. Or you could also use like a pen or a knitting needle or literally anything. But yeah, it's we put a lot of work into our toolkit to try to help you guys. And even if it's something that you're like, oh, that's nice, but this isn't exactly what I want, it at least gets you started shopping in the right direction. Because I know a lot of the times this stuff can really be overwhelming. Power cycle your tablet. Turn it off for 30 seconds and back on. What's up? Baby? On that, are you pointing at Nightbot?
Just read the thing I pointed at.
Is it the exclamation point toolkit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had mentioned that.
Okay, you can also show them.
Oh. I thought you were trying to press a button on the side of my tablet. I didn't know what was happening. You can type like how Randy did here, exclamation point toolkit, and it'll take you to the link. Oh, you're good, Judy. Oh no, Tracy says I broke a pair of pliers today. That struggle's real. I don't know how many times I've broken pliers like here, or they'll like wrench apart up at the top. Hey Steph, how's it going? Or just ask what the link and someone will write it. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully, I hope that was helpful to you. Ooh, I don't know if y'all heard that. That was my neck. Pop that into the bin for yeah, we're already getting items made for next month's auction. So we have these guys put together. I'm gonna have to like put a box or something together for this. Sorry, I'm just looking at pretty rocks. Oh, we're doing really well, Steph. We have a lifetime supply of M&Ms. I could not ask for more. Like, we're doing better than we deserve. And it says it's the earrings I'm having trouble with. Right on. In which case, same thing. Use a mandrel, and if you're using the thinner wire, go ahead and make that bail first, and then thread the bead on and kind of do it the same way. So. Right, tweet. Yep, we've got the essentials covered. Rose says, just discovered you recently watching your great tutorials during lockdown. Oh, right on. Trees are so much fun. Oh no, the Discord invite expired? Oof. I guess so. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I'm just kind of bumping into stuff. Okay, let's move over to our other workstation, because I want to show y'all what we've been up to. So I'm kind of pretty new to soldering. Like, I do not feel confident in my abilities to teach it. But when has that ever stopped me? So I'm doing a tutorial where it shows how to solder, and I am not good at soldering. So, and it gets just even harder to solder when you're trying to do it correctly and well and kind of quickly. But I want to show you guys some of the stuff that we're getting put together for not just April's auction, but hopefully for in our booth, if there ever needs to be a booth again. So we're getting all of the beads up to this point where they're in their little gallery wire nest. with the little back kind of attached on. Because that kind of just holds the little stone. And you can see with the way that this gallery wire is, it has all these little spaces and everything. So that's perfect for attaching any sort of wire frame to.
Sarah Deet's having trouble figuring out which wire to get. So, or not wire, chain from the ring lure.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can help you hopefully, Sarah D.
Yeah, do toolkit.
Yeah, if you'll follow our toolkit to chainmail.
What do you have against using my links?
What do you mean? Because whenever I click them, they don't work on my tablet.
Why not?
I don't know. It's not registering anything whenever I touch it right now. And also, I don't want to leave the YouTube app. So my tablet's not working. Maybe if I click back again. Maybe if I click there. Right. Okay. I don't know how to fix that, but on our wire wrapping toolkit tab in the mobile app, if you try to click the menu button, straight up does not work. Was I on the right page?
It would be chainmail, would it not?
Nah, I've got it here in the Beyond Wire section of the wire wrapping. You can click on that link to our chain from the Ring Lord. And so here they have some pre-made chains, and that already has the, I believe, already has the clasp. Yeah, all the clasp and everything included. Their anodized aluminum is very colorful, but it's a very soft chain. So I don't like to use that for like structural stuff. But I do love to use it as like a fringe to hang off of like belts and stuff. So this is where we start getting into the plated iron. That's the stuff that I use. So this is their 19 gauge wire chain. This is the stuff that we use as extender chain. So I went through and it's $3.60 for a 3 meter package. So I'd recommend just getting these are kind of sample size, and that way you can go through. And the first time we ordered wire, I just got one package of like each and every color and then marked it. So, oops. So this is some of their 19 gauge in the, what color would this have been? And granted, I bought this like ages ago. This is their plated iron in bronze color in their 19 gauge. So it's definitely large enough to hook a clasp through. So we use that specifically for our extender chain. Now what we use for the chain part of our chains, like that the necklace threads through, depends. This one here is a little bit actually bulkier of a chain. They do also have that same size in the enameled copper, but that's very heavy. I stick to just the plated iron. Though some of these colors might match the Parawire if you want like something very bright and colorful. Okay, so here we're getting into their 20 gauge wire. Which what that is the wire that the links are made out of is a 20 gauge. I don't know if this is standard or American wire gauge, but just in context to what's going on their website, this is what I order. And that fits through a pendant pretty well. On kind of bulkier pendants like this one here, I think that chain holds up pretty nicely. And you can also, for $3 for 3 meters of it, it's no trouble at all to double up your length. And you could actually, something that we like to do sometimes is how this is a dual tone pendant. I'll often do one strand of silver and one strand of copper through through just to make it look like kind of substantial enough. So I get their 20 gauge or their 19 gauge, their 20 gauge, their 22 gauge, like the 0.6 millimeter. And yeah, so that's the very thin stuff that I really like to use actually as a fringe on like earrings. But then I just go through, and once you know what colors and sizes that you like, and like if you need to test it and make sure it doesn't irritate your skin, or just, you know, always, always, always perform your own quality control. Don't just take my or somebody else's word for it. I go through and I get the bulk spools, which are just $41, but it's an entire like spool of, how much is it? 164 feet. So that's over 100 necklaces that you can make off of that one spool. So I really hope that that's helpful to you. Hey,
Where's he at?
he's just laying. Sam might need his cone back on.
Yeah.
I was hearing licking.
Come on.
But yeah, whenever I click the link on my tablet, it takes me away from the YouTube page.
Okay.
And I need to leave that up. And so I already had it pulled up. I don't have anything against your links. It's backtoearthcreations.com. Like Randy has it like not 2 lines up from your comment is where Randy shared it. Or somebody shared it. Right, Daniel? Okay. Hey, Verdea, how's that going? Or how's it go? If you need to use really fine chain, what do you use? I got the cast iron chain that the ring lord had. It was very weak and broke with slight pressure. If you can get off of like Fire Mountain Gems, Manaya, like a welded stainless steel chain or something like that, or a welded sterling silver. I personally have never had very good results with any of the very thin chains holding up well. Just if you're hard on jewelry, just maybe go with seed beads strung up on a fire line or a tiger tail, or a very, very, very fine Viking knit, or just something like that. If it's very thin chain and it hasn't been welded, it's going to break on you. And even then, sometimes the very thin stuff, even if it's been welded, may still break. It's just, again, if you're hard on jewelry, just maybe wear thicker chain. Yeah, the chain was from the ring lord, sorry. A mini crown maker. It does kind of seem that way. I only have these 3 left to do the little backs on, because right now it would still just pop right through. So I need to put something in that will keep the stones from sliding through the back. Right on, Verdea. Thanks, Judy. Like for everything, seriously. So this one, we've got a really nice, almost solid black onyx. It has a little bit of the banding over here, and it's all covered in like water stains and fingerprints and stuff. But just a really rich, solid black, which I love the way that that looks with copper. So that's one that we're going to be having coming up. This one is just a natural rose quartz. So it looks really white on camera, but I promise you it has a little bit of pink to it. I got you, Judy.
I'm not taking your coat off. You keep looking at yourself.
But I think this one looks really cool. I'm going to be excited about that one. We have this little lapis lazuli that I think is going to be really pretty. Now check out this tiger iron though. Now this one, there's still a little bit of room. You okay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. But the banding and all of that, it's got a lot of hematite, some red jaspers in it beyond just the chatoyant. tiger's eye. Like, I think that's probably one of the most interesting tiger irons I've ever seen. And what's more is the back is just as stunningly beautiful. We have this little blue lace agate. That I really, really like. Yeah, Sarah. Is that a real onyx? It is, Isha. What's your recommended beginner kit for craft? Ooh, maybe Jim. I don't know. It depends on it really just depends, like, what craft are you looking to get into, like wire wrapping or chainmail or well, happy birthday, Kevin. Can you say my dad's name? Nope. What size are those cabs? This one is, I think, an 18 by 22. This is a 30 by 22 millimeter, and this is a 40 by 30, roughly. But yeah, ooh, also pretty. Ooh, and then this one here. Check out this lab, you guys. Oof.
Is there a tab in your toolkit where you get your stones from?
Not really. There's one to a source that I use on Amazon for, like, there where I got my rainbow fluorite, which I'm pretty pleased with, but most of it is the stones that I buy will be like one of a kind. And so I just go onto eBay and just buy per stone. Right on, Arizona. Tuesday says, "Oh, I'm dying. I love these." Right on. Oh, happy early birthday. I've never once gotten enough labradorite in my life. Like, ooh. Oh, it's so pretty though. Like, I just love the little nebula crack along this one. And then the back side too. Ooh. Which I'm really excited to be able to make this. Oh, gosh, you guys. This design, because even when it's completed, it leaves this one most of the back. Like, it was a very simplistic black back. So I just did a spiral. But I tried to leave the backs open on these guys. That way we can still see all that beautiful flash. What would you do with oddly shaped stones? You can shape this gallery wire around anything. So it's just so pretty. Okay, next pretty rock. And we've got this rainbow fluorite, which again, the camera's not doing any justice for the colors, but we also have, this is a genuine turquoise that was given to us by, was it Rebecca and John in Memphis? Finally getting around to doing something with it. Hey, Melissa. That's just such a beautiful, genuine turquoise. And I have to be careful with it because the turquoise is very, very soft. Another labradorite. This one's just so intense. Oh, so that's the front side of that one. Ooh, wondering how to start crafting chainmail. There are a lot of really good tutorials out there, but also you kind of only need, like, technically, you could just use 2 flat nose pliers or a chain nose and a bent nose. There's Yeah, the nice thing about chainmail is you only need one plier for each hand. So that's pretty cool. This is the same stone from the other angle. Right on. Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
right.
The giveaway?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't forget about that.
We'll be giving away a dud box in today's. Oof. So pretty. Like, and that's the back, you guys. And then we'll also be, this one, the back isn't set yet, but check out that tiger's eye. Like, I absolutely love that. Tiger's eye for the longest time has been one of my favorite gemstones. Like, it was basically all I wore back in high school. Then I love this chevron amethyst. This is another one that I purchased off of Amazon in like a batch of 10. As well as are these opalites, which are a man-made glass, but they're still super pretty. And I think it'll be really nice leaving the back of this one open because depending on what you wear the stone over can change how it looks. And then we have another really pretty moonstone. Dog fur is always free. And then that's the back side. Right, Tracy? And then this one, guys, this one is my big mama jama. And I can't decide which one's my favorite, but are y'all ready? Oh, you did. Well, you missed 2 labradorite and a moonstone, but we've got one here for you, Rebel. Look at the strata on that. Like, oh my gosh. Hey, Deanna, how's it going? So pretty. And then, again, on the backside, like, Daniel. Oh. Nick is like, my eyes. That just, oh, that makes me so happy. Just, I mean, it's so alive with just, it goes from looking like bleh to bam. Boom. Which even that, I'm like, that's a really pretty color. Bam. Oh. So pretty. So yeah, this is why it takes me so long to get anything made. Is because I'm just sitting here petting my rocks and drooling. Ooh, can you use resin on top of regular resin? I believe so. Once the base resin is cured, then once the base resin is cured, I think you can. I'd always spot check or test it first, maybe. Right? Okay, and also what's more, you guys, is all 15 of these, because I try to get like an idea of how much I can get out of my materials. All of these stones were set in 5 feet of gallery wire, and this is linked on our toolkit as well. This is the gallery wire that we're using. I do get it off of Amazon. Excuse me. But yeah, man, I get all sweaty looking at the stones. And this one still, it's like the camera catches it a little bit, but it's a much deeper blue in person than what the camera captures. So I hope whoever ends up taking this one home can sit there and ogle it for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera moved over because it is giveaway time. Sorry. Ran into the tripod. I want what you have, please. Aisha. Right? I love gallery wire. Like, and I'm so excited to be able to solder. And I'm like so bad at soldering. Like, it is not good. Oh, like I'm almost, if I had the good sense to be embarrassed of how bad I am at it, then I would be embarrassed. But I don't. Okay. Excuse me, everybody. Oh, no, there's too many dogs in the way. I don't think I can make the gap and get over the obstacles. And the giveaway prize will be not the labradorite. That is correct. Okay. So coming through here.
Oh yeah.
Today we are giving away this little baggie of some woodcuts and cabochons. I'm stuck. I can't get through. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
You gotta put down the ducky if
Nope.
you want to play this out.
Never. But yeah. So, and these two guys are a secret. We'll show you after the giveaway what those two cabs look like.
Okay.
Just because, okay. Are you guys ready? Have you left a comment on last week's live stream?
86 people have.
Ooh.
Ready?
I don't know, just a moment.
What?
I just commented, oh no, hurry. Do you realize that the link doesn't work? Bev says that the link still doesn't work
To what?
to the giveaway.
The link I have posted works. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure the link that Daniel's posting works.
Okay. Daniel just spammed it. Okay, last chance. I'll give you guys like 15 seconds. Judy says it's okay, people. I never win. We have no control over this, Judy.
We're up to 92 though.
Woo! Woo! Is it
What?
is it time?
Oh yeah, it's 2 minutes past time.
Okay. Last chance, y'all. Drum roll
Here we
is
go.
off. We go to randomcommentpicker.com/YouTube and put in the video's link. And then they pick it. So good luck. Red Cow! Congratulations, Red Cow! Check this shit out. Bet you won. Sorry.
Lord.
I need to not cuss and yell in you guys'
You really
ears.
don't.
I'm really sorry, but Red Cow. What'd Red Cow say? Oof, babies are growing up so fast. Yes, they are. Congratulations, Red Cow. He's a winner chicken dinner. Send me an email at backearthcreations.com with where you want us to ship this to, and we'll get it shipped off to you. And the two cabs look like, you ready? Flashy. There's one. Resin and polymer clay. Oh, and then this one is one of our abstract little
Oh.
tile bee. I know that one's really pretty. Oh, and I just threw it on the floor. It's super durable. Don't roll.
Untested gravity.
Don't roll.
approved.
You'll. I'm stuck. My butt's stuck on the table.
Well, don't push
I'll just
me.
push real hard.
You're telling me not to roll, but then
Okay,
you're
I got
pushing
it.
me.
Sorry.
What is shit?
I was too big. I didn't fit. Okay, we got it, Red Kel. Dog hair is free. Has to
As
be.
always.
Here you go. Can I give this to you? Okay. Can I leave this here? I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
So congratulations. Is Red Kill even here right now? Amount of flashing in this video? Oh, from the stone. Gotcha. Dog hair is extra. She is here. Okay. Yeah, there she is. Okay. So I will be sure to put this in a box and get all that stuff ready for you. She had to panic pee. Which is different than quarantining pee, apparently. You wash your hands for 20 seconds. Gotta kill all them germs. I'm holding up great. I'm doing very well.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
I don't know why she's singing the alphabet. Yeah, that's fine. You You can send me a message on Discord. The Baby Shark song while washing your hands? Is that like supposed to be a thing?
There. I watched them forwards and backwards.
All right,
How's
good
that?
job.
Do it.
Good job.
Yeah. I was afraid I sang too fast. So I did it extra low.
That makes sense. Okay.
Let me kiss
No,
you. I
take
don't
care.
have the corona.
I don't know that.
Corona. Just let me stick my tongue around.
No.
Ah.
Take your thing away.
Can I kiss now?
No.
Why not?
Because I gotta
Sam
do
will
this.
give me a kiss.
Sam
Come here,
will give
Sam.
you a kiss.
Give mommy kisses. Oh, you're such a good kisser. Sam, will you give me kisses? No, you licked your butt like for 20 minutes. Okay. Time to get to. I got dogs. So I'm like, time to get back to work, guys. Thank you, Randy. Congratulations, Red Cow. Okay, getting the camera flipped around. He did. He did dodge an incoming kiss. I think he's mad at me. I don't know. Randy, are you mad at me?
No.
How about now?
Yes.
I knew it. Sam's like, hey, one more kisses, pretty lady. I just ate a bunch of kibble. I got crumbs on my chin. You want more kisses? Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's set some stuff on fire. I've got my pickle jar heating up. This is square copper bare wire from Parawire. And I'm going to pull off like, excuse me, quite a bit. Actually, well, I don't know. Let's 3 sections. Where's my wire snips at? I'm gonna cut just a little bit more than what I need, maybe, but I've got 3 stones left, so I'm gonna, and they're all 3 roughly the same size. So these are like 3.5 to 4 inch long segments. Excuse me, I'm so sorry to cough in your ear. Not corona, I promise. I mostly just rubbed a rabbit on my face this morning and have been having allergies ever since.
Corona, I washed my hands for the alphabet.
For the alphabet. Oh no. Okay, so we have our little butane torch. And I'm just going to heat these wires up. And I have a little cup of water over here to quench them in. That's why I'm going to go ahead and curve them a bit though. That way they'll actually fit into my cup. Excuse me. So I'm just heating this up. This is like a regular like kitchen torch. Runs off the butane that we get in like the checkout aisle actually. And I have this on a solid soldering board on top of the nice little rotating one that Judy got me. So you don't have to heat it up to red. Sure is fun when you do though. I just want to get all of this heated up. A trick that I've heard is that you can put like Sharpie on it, and when the Sharpie disappears, you've gotten it up to temperature to be annealed. So, come on, turn off. And we've talked about this. This lighter does not just turn off whenever you try to. So now I'm going to use my little tweezers. I'll pick these up, quench them, shake, 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 shake. Okay, I'm good and cool. Oh, I dropped one. You can hear the neighbors mowing. There we go. Oops. And now, you're the only thing keeping from panic crying right now. Oh, see, kitty, what's going on?
4th.
Oh, March 4th? May 4th. Oh, goodness. Holy smokes. So now these are super soft and very easy, very malleable. So that's still hot, so I'm going to scooch it off to the side so I don't burn myself. Go have some more coffee. Okay. And now the next step is going to be, I need to make sure that these stay nice and flat. Because since they're square, I want to keep them squared up.
What?
What's up, love?
That doesn't sound like me at all.
What'd you? What happened? Oh no, see kitty?
So why can I see her jumping off the table at Randy, but him just moving out of the way, Vaughn face planting onto the floor, and Randy just scooting back to the PC?
Yep. It's like they've seen that happen before.
What?
Okay, so I'm just shaping this around the edge of our stone. And so right now it's a little bit bigger than what we need it to be. Because we need it to be the inner diameter, not the perimeter. But we have it nice and flat. I'm going to take our round nose pliers, do use a special solder, and flux on jewelry. So far, I've just been using this, which is like silver solder mixed with, I think it already has the flux in there, just in a syringe, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I am but a complete and total noob at this, so I don't know. I really wanted to go take a class at Merit Made Workshop up in Kansas City, but then the apocalypse happened, so that's on hold. But I really would love to get in-person experience working in somebody else's studio, with their tools and materials, and just learn from them as though I've never done it before. So loud noises. Probably should have given you more warning. Sorry. But now that just kind of helps keep everything flat. Like, we don't want it sitting like a partially opened chainmail ring, you know. The whole country will be towards it. Oh, goodness. So I'm just going to squish this in a little bit. And now I'm going to try to use the tension of the wire being a little bit bigger than what it needs to be to hold it into our setting. I'm going to set it down on its little tummy, and I'm going to press. I'm getting in here and just pressing to try to make it very, very flat. Okay. So now I'm going to hold this up to the light and make sure it's mostly making good connection. And since we're going to be wire wrapping this, I'm only making like kind of tacking on 3 spots with the solder and pressing, getting just a little bit of solder out. I'm going to join it there. There. And there. So you can see I use just a very small little bit. On those 3 points. And I'm going to set this on our solder tray. Yep, it comes just in the syringe like that is how I got it off of Amazon. I'll see if I can't link it. We need to put together a metalworking page anyhow. Oops, didn't mean to bump the tripod. And now pressing down, pressing this button so that it stays lit, and it was sold like that in the syringe. So I'm heating it up, and it flowed. Excellent. You don't want to get this so hot that your metal loses shape though. So there we are on the back one. heating it up and the solder will flow. Very cool. Trying to get the torch to turn off. There it goes. Now, grabbing this, quenching it, and that fire scale is on there. You just scooching over, and now I'm going to test it. Held, and held. Holy smokes, guys, that was the best solder I've ever done in my whole life. And now it's silver solder. It is completely lead free. You're probably right, Teresa. It's just I think if you go to our Amazon lists, there's a metalsmithing list that has this product listed for like a recommended shopping. Now just coming in and pressing that into shape. And so now this will be ready for whenever we put it all into the pickle pot. Y'all, not to be this way, but it can't be hard. I'm doing it. Like, and I feel like a complete and total idiot doing this. So I'm like, if I can do this, y'all can do this, because so many of y'all are way more like precise and careful and mindful and like trying. Like I'm just like kind of bumping into crap, hoping that it stays. So that being said, truly, if I can do this, you can do this. And Aubrey Bach here on YouTube and on Instagram has amazing tutorials. She shows how to do it just on your stove, like using this little butane torch, but using your stove vent for ventilation and just using your stove as the work surface. And that way you don't have to worry about, dropping on like your carpet and setting the house on fire or anything like that. Thanks, Metatron. It really opens things up. Don't get me wrong, it's terrifying. I am terrified of fire and all this stuff. But I think I was talking to Firechild Glass at DragonCon about it's a big old bug. About lampwork glass, because they do like Boro, like really beautiful stuff in Boro and soft glass and things. And she was like, it's better for you to have that fear because you'll be more careful than for somebody who goes in kind of carelessly. Like that person's the one who's going to get hurt a whole bunch. But if you're terrified, it's going to make you slow down. It's going to make you be very, very careful. And when working with fire and molten things, that's a very good thing. So I kind of took that to heart. And then she proceeded to show me all of her different scars from where glass has like popped and burnt through her meat flesh. So definitely gave some fresh life to my very healthy fear of coming to flame. It's like, dude, no. Okay. So kind of coming in, I want to make better contact around there. Could I use my aluminum wire and hammer it instead? I don't think you can solder aluminum. Like, not with the same stuff that you'd use for copper or silver, at least. You don't have to use square. And actually, at this point, you could just do 3 little spots of wire wrapping to hold it into place instead of the soldering. Bev says, I learned my soldering on Skillshare. If anyone's after tips, it's a good starting point. Right on. Yeah, right, Kelly? Yeah, I'm right with you on this one, Amy. Soldering is a little scary and intimidating, but also fun. And also, starting out with like a soldering iron, like a soft solder, like how you would use for stained glass or like cold work glass, is really fun. And kind of helped me get slightly more confident. There's like this giant thumb-sized horsefly in the house. Okay, let me hold this up to the light. Yeah. And so again, being super messy the way that I am, I don't have good contact through here, but I do right here. So I'm going to put my solder there there, and there, because I held it up to the light. And all three of those spots have pretty good connection. Yeah, and it's really difficult to get the solder out of the syringe. So I just set it down on my work surface and press a bit until I get just that little bit of solder out of the tip. Do not touch this tip to your hot work because it will harden up the solder in the tip. I ruined a tip by doing that. So a tip for your tip. I'm going to zoom back in now. Use aluminum molds for casting lead bullets and fishing finger. Right on. Well, that's good to know, Jim. We're so crafty. That there. Little too much, but that's okay. So those 3 points. And I think I would do a lot more solder if I weren't wire wrapping over this too. But let me just get this. Actually, with aluminum, you can braise it, but the melting point is too high for butane. Gotcha, Cherry. That's good to know. Okay. Coming in, which I do also have matte gas and stuff, but that's on my hothead torch. And I have a dual feed. Was that given to me by Nicole and Misty? I can't remember. But it was given to me, and I just haven't been able to use it because I haven't gotten the regulators. So again, and you can see it kind of beads up a little bit, and there it flows. If it doesn't flow, no amount of heat will make it if there's not good connection of your metal points. And it's beating up really nice. Pickle pot removes the oxidizing that happens in the fire scale and stuff. It's a little bit of like an acid solution. Yeah, I think that's as good as that's gonna get. Okay. Whereas the liver of sulfur oxidizes. So it's a completely different chemical doing a completely different thing. Sorry, I don't mean to keep hitting the tripod. Thanks, Randy. I haven't been able to keep track of my tablet. Ooh, you can see how quick that dried.
Old Red Dragon asked if I remember how I started, and I said, started what?
But yeah, 3 nice connection points. Very, very cool. And so now, yeah, I just need to live stream my soldering always, apparently, because I have never. And last night, okay, this is gonna sound dorky, but Randy had gone upstairs, and I was still down here working, and I was lonely, so I called him, and I think I may actually snip, since this is a clear stone, or I'll just trade them out. I'm going to do it without the little curly cues on the next one. So will this stone fit? Yes, it will. Very cool. And maybe, no, I just don't mess up as much. I don't know. Maybe the pressure's on to not be a complete and total doofus. Or also, I might have just leveled up because I did do like 12 stones yesterday. Yeah, so for this guy, since he's see-through, I'm just going to have it be 1 ring, like how this one is. See how I left just a little gap? Which if I wanted to be like ultra perfect, I could have joined that end as well. I wasn't too worried about it. That's just me though. So now we're on to the next stone. So again, this wire has already been annealed. Maybe, Penny. And as you say, practice does make progress for sure. And that's whenever you need to get better at something, just sit down and do 10 of it. Those 10 might not be very good, but I guarantee your next 10 will be a lot better. It's also the thing I'm finding is that it's very difficult to get this square wire to not turn on me whenever I'm putting it around. So I'll kind of shape it, and then you can see it rotated a bit. So I'm just going to come through with my flat nose pliers, and I need to keep it to where it'll have straight sides against straight sides whenever we're soldering it. The first 500 are the hardest, right? It's the M&M, says Judy. Amen. The 4-year-old is growling at you. Oh no, little monster wants food. That's relatable.
Okay, I'm not saying a word.
What do you mean? We made a big old pot of ham and beans last night, and then had it again for leftovers this morning. I never did get the cornbread made, but I do get very snarly when I'm hungry. Rosin core wire and flux will help it flow. Right on, Cherry. I've been able to bypass that by just using the syringe stuff. So I'm not doing the little spiral this time. Check it to see if it's flat. It's not very flat. Loud noises. Ooh, right on, Tracy. Loud noises. Last warning. 3, 2, 1. Get flat. There we go. But yeah, and that kind of just flattens it all at once. Without leaving any kind of like texturing or anything. You okay, babe? Yo, he said. And also, you can always re-anneal your metal. If it starts to work hard enough on you, just torch it again. Fun smash. Ah, yeah, those are two different beasts, the iron soldering versus flame soldering. But yeah, just trying to gently smush it in there. Which is hard because you don't want to bend these the little crown pieces, the little lobes. And so now I'm going to come in and zip. Not worried about the gap at all because I'm so bad at it. I'm just not even paying attention to that it exists right now. Yeah, if it's not behaving how you like, burn it. Randy suspects witches. Now, a way that I've been able to find, because it hurts and it doesn't really work if you push down on the crowd lobes, but if you put your round nose pliers into those circular areas and then push down, then it can help kind of flatten everything out.
The granary is empty, sire.
The granary. Thieves have stolen our food. Well, now I want to play. I want to play Stronghold again. But yeah, so for the first couple of these, I just focused on getting it to hold together. But I imagine as I keep, instead of trying to shoot for 100% perfect on the first one, on the first piece that I was putting together, I focused on like 20%. Like just getting it put together. Like, period. And then just keep trying to do better each time. Oh, that one actually has pretty decent connection all the way around. And I'm going to see if I can show you guys with the tripod. I don't know if the camera will pick up on it, but I'm going to have you guys staring straight into the light. So good luck with that. Blinded by the light. So now you can kind of see, Randy's hissing, a little bit of light that's coming through like right here. That's no bueno. But I'm gonna leave it because I'm lazy. And honestly though, that's like the only spot. It's really hard to try to do this through the camera. But yeah, that looks like the only spot that isn't like really good connection. Wow, that's probably the best one of these that I've done, y'all. Walks towards it. Don't go towards the light, Daniel.
How long did it take us to get to the Ron Coleman mine? Like 3 hours?
It was like a 5 or 6 hour drive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it was down by Hot Springs. So now I'm gonna go through here.
I don't know. I was driving with you and Maddie, so it didn't seem that long.
Right. I'm gonna do 4 points of connection on this one, since it's going kind of all the way around. But again, knowing that I don't have good connection on one of these ends, I'll just avoid soldering in that spot. And I think there's a lot of people who are probably very, very good at metalsmithing who are like cringing at what I'm doing. But if you don't like it, come make it for me. Otherwise, let me craft my thing. What's up, babe?
Daniel was like, I won't get very far. The table's a lie.
Oh, goodness.
Head towards the light.
So again, you don't want to just focus your heat right there on the solder. It's going to flow to where the heat is. So we're just going to heat up the whole damn thing, actually. Woo! The solder will flow. Woo, it's so flowy today. This is so nice. And again, if you put that much heat on it and it doesn't flow, it's not gonna. It's the connection isn't good, or there's like some crud in the way or something. But sometimes I just waste fuel anyways. She ain't lying. Okay, and here I go hitting the tripod again, and I absolutely love this noise, you guys. Swish, swish, swish. All that is the fire scale coming off. Don't drink it. Mm-hmm.
You're not my supervisor.
Oh no! My original solder. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, so that sucks. So that came unpopped. So then none of our connection points. This one held. And that one held. And I think this could be avoided if I were using like a combination of easy and medium and hard solder. But since all of my solder has the same melting point, Nick says it helps to heat the whole thing so it's not drawing the heat away from your solder joint. Right on. So now I guess I'm going to try to... What do I do? I think I'm going to bring this piece in just a little bit to get it off the way. I think I'm going to have to file that to get it to be able to join together again. So just bringing that out. I want to keep it nice and flat because again, the more metal connection you have. Is there a way to solder where I'm actually just melting the two pieces together, like without just using solder as glue, if that makes sense?
It's still wool.
And resolder. Okay. I don't have any steel wool on hand. I don't know what I did with it. So I'm just going to file that just a bit. And I'm going to focus on these guys getting lined up. I like to overbend just a little and then pull back. And that way when the ends touch, there's a little bit of pressure and it'll just hold itself right there. And I want to make sure it's lined up on every plane. And now I've also seen people in some YouTube videos, like they'll full on like repickle and everything, get a really nice, perfectly clean closure. I ain't about that life. Which is probably why I don't get as good results as them. So torchy, torchy, torch. Huh? Right now? Huh. And it flowed. Do, 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 do. And dip. Swish, swish, swish. And now I'm going to come through and rebend this guy out a little past where he needed to be. That way the pressure of existing will push him into place. Hopefully. What's that? When I missed your comment, Tracy. What about jewelry glue? Quite possibly. Use alligator clips to hold it together until you're done. Ooh, that's a good idea. Again, trying to kind of smush crap into spot. There we go. Man, it looked like it was gonna. Definitely cleaning and filing, removing oil should help. Right on. This is the lazy wrong way to do it. And that's what I mean, is that like if I can be lazy and do it technically wrong, y'all can do it. Yes, y'all can do this correctly. I have faith in you. Be better than me. Putting a little touch of solder and a little touch of solder. Setting that back down. I am a dwarf and I'm making jewelry. Crafty, crafty, craft. Crafty, crafty, craft. Will it flow? In today's episode of Will It Flow, we'll see if my half-assing it was fast enough. I am a dwarf and I'm making jewelry. Crafty, crafty, craft. Crafty, crafty, craft. It flowed! That one did. Will you? We shall see. I don't know. You're not looking very flowy. Please flow. Going through the stages of denial. Okay, I think that's as good as maybe, Natasha. Maybe whenever I've learned more. Because right now I'm still just like, Crunchy, crunchy, crunch. Crunchy, crunchy, crunch. Ah, right on. Waiting to pickle in between. That's a good idea. This is my last one. Right there did not hold, but right there did. 3 out of 4. I'll take it. Woohoo! Okay. And now, as we sit that in, just a nice, clear, damp opalite all the way through. Nice. I am going to try to resolder that spot. I don't like that wiggling. That upsets me. I know. Because both of those kind of came undone. Yeah, so neither of them held, apparently. Great. Yeah, neither of those. Son of a gun. Bye, Mandy. Metatron says a jeweler's clamp would be super helpful for you. Right on. Does that kind of force the tension? I'm going to just try to remove any of that buildup. You have patience. I would have dashed that by now. Right? And this one's going well. As far, there was one of them that I spent about 45 minutes messing about with yesterday, and I was done. And then I called Randy, and I was like just kind of messing about with it while we were just chatting, and then it worked. And I was like, ha ha. Did you guys find much when you went to Coleman's? I think it would be lots of fun to get a bunch of small points for wrapping. Oh, I think we actually found more small points at Twin Creek.
Is that what the name of the place was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But we found more like nice big points and big clusters at Ron Coleman. And honestly, it's until like Ron Coleman's, I very much preferred their setup. And the reason why I'm not using E6000 right now is because I am going to be putting this through like my tumbler and doing some chemical treatments to it for like the liver of sulfur and doing like some different polishing and stuff that I don't think the E6000 would hold up to. And I'm just trying to force myself to get better at soldering. Ooh. I think we'll wait to head out to Utah or really to do much of any traveling until after the plague has gone from the land. I looked away and it was gone. Where'd it go? Because I doubt it flowed. Oh, it flowed. I saw you flow. Ha ha. I feel like an angry scientist. Speaking of angry scientists, I think today is my friend Laura's birthday. Yeah. I am a bad friend. But no, I always remember it because back in high school, she'd be like, my birthday's on March 32nd. And people would be like, oh, okay. And then like, wait. In the tumbler, I use stainless steel shot and sunshine burnishing compound. Oh, string of explicit curse words. That one fit. Okay, so we're down to the one last. Maybe if I just smush the heck out of it, squeeze, angrily squeezing, intensifies, then maybe that'll work. Please, please work. You're driving me crazy. Lara in Wisconsin, my biology, or no, she's in Chicago now. Lara, Lara. The Renfrew, huh?
She's got a joke. That's why it reminded you of her.
Yeah.
What's the joke?
What do you mean? Wait, which part? I've completely lost my train of thought.
What
Oh, it's yeah. I'm not a mad scientist. I'm angry. I'm an angry scientist. She rants in her lab coat. One more time. And if this doesn't work, fuck it. Yeah, and it just burns off. Okay, so before that gets much hotter, I'm gonna do exactly what I told you guys not to do. And I'm just gonna bloop, put a little bit on bloop, bloop. Because I think the moisture was sizzling it off. Do as I say, not as I do. Actually, do as what the professionals say, not what I do, like at all. Will you heat up? Maybe. The spice will flow. Almost, almost. Is it? Maybe. I can't really tell because my eyeballs are crusting shut. I'm not blinking. Let's try it anyways. But yeah, so some of them go really well. This is how most of them went yesterday, actually. Okay. What'd you say, Randy?
Huh?
It worked! Ha ha!
If first you don't succeed, get someone else to do it.
Yeah. That's fair, Red Dragon. Oh, happy days. Oh, okay. Yay! Now we just get to wire wrap. Okay. So I'm actually going to take, I thought I had a bit of wire over here. Give me my wire thingy. Okay. So this is an old janked up wire that I use that I'm actually going to very carefully try to keep my stones in order. So
If you don't succeed, you obviously didn't use enough C4.
yeah. So I'm gonna put the bezels in order of how my stones are lined up, and I'm gonna try really hard to alternate different sizes. So and I'm just threading these guys onto our wire to go into the pickle. Because I really don't want to have to play the game later of will it fit. So just threading these guys on.
Every time you quench, you should pickle.
Oh, really?
If the piece is not clean, it will have a harder time to flow.
Okay. Will make life a little easier on myself. I'll try that. I'll work that into my setup next time. Okay, but I gotta be careful because this guy's a little big and I don't want that to go through there. So I'm gonna scooch it over. I'm gonna do you next. And then the amethyst. And then the labradorite, the long skinny boy. And then our rainbow fluorite. And then, this is a lot of these, you guys. And then our big long labradoodle. And then that guy. And then that guy. I don't even know if this will fit in my pickle pot. Dang it. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, let's see. Now, my pickle pot is just a mason jar with the pickling solution on a Mr. Coffee like heater. It'll fit just fine. Don't get like it's a tea bag. Kind of perch the lid on it so it doesn't get bugs in it. And I don't know, like in 10 minutes I'll come check on it. Ooh, cheap vinegar or cheap pickle, 1 cup vinegar, 1 teaspoon salt. Well, thanks, Shepherdess. I didn't even go outside. How did I get sunburnt? I feel sunburnt.
Go outside.
I did? Oh, I did for a bit. Okay. Ow, but why does my flesh hurt? I even had a hat on. That's what I get for thinking, oh, I should be fine. I'll just be a minute. I don't need to put on sunblock. My face hurts. Let me rub chemicals all over my face. That's perfect.
Wait, is that not how we're supposed to do it?
No, I don't think so. So let's do some Q&A for a minute because I can't handle waiting for those guys to pickle. Have I been missing any questions and stuff, Randy?
Probably.
Okay. Don't waste good apple cider vinegar. Okay, either pickle or file and buff. Right on. Can you warm your pickle? I I don't know if I'd put it in the microwave or anything, just because I don't know how like the fumes or condensation of that on the inside of the microwave would do with food. I always see people either use like a proper pickle pot, which looks like a crock pot, or a crock pot, or I just use glass. And like, I mean, I do little stuff, so that's the most I've ever put in my pickle pot. Garden tour, says Jim? Maybe. 44 degrees Fahrenheit here, no chance of sunburn. Actually, sunburn worse in the winter because I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's overcast. It's overcast days that kill me. Like, I'll get sunburnt through my clothing. Like, it's ridiculous. Do you have your tumble insides on any of your lists? I think in the chainmail list. Can you warm your pickle? Oh, Penny.
What 20 gauge wire would be ideal for elf ears?
The aluminum 20 gauge would be a little too flimsy, I think. I'd use 20 gauge copper core. If you're doing aluminum, I try to not use anything lower than 18 gauge. And even then, it's still very, very, like, soft. So, just something to kind of warn people about. Oh. Yeah, I'll be right back. We're going to go on a little break in the garden. And then, no, yeah, I want to see my chickens. I'll be right back. Be right at the back, y'all. Holy smokes. Okay, got my hat. Got my sun shirt. And I got my tripod. Ooh, the mail.
Oh, the outside final?
Yeah.
Goodness, it took him
It's not in his truck, though. I'm glad we went and just dropped that stuff off instead of waiting around. Yeah, so I started wearing these solar shirts. They're like swimsuit material, but they keep the SPF off. So these actually do keep me from being sunburnt. I wore, not this one, but my other one with the hood at the water park with Maddie last summer, and actually didn't, for the first time in my life while swimming and stuff, didn't get sunburnt. It was amazing. I did have to slather my face every like 20 minutes with SPF 110 though, so that's fine. I'm not going to go out into the front because the mailman's there and I don't know how he feels about being on camera, but we do have, our seedlings are doing very well. A couple of our peppers actually germinated, so that's really cool. Keep the UV off. SPF is sunscreen. Gotcha. Well, I use the full spectrum sunblocks though, so it's like, I'm one of those tourists who have the white, like the solid white on their nose. Okay, let's get this flipped around maybe. Yeah, you'll want to see where the snake came out. Oh, those bugs are... There's a wasp and a bumblebee fighting. What are you guys doing? Did you kill the bumblebee? Don't kill the bumblebee. Are y'all in love? Is that what's happening? Well, no wonder we get bugs in the housing. There's a huge old gap. But yeah, the hole that the snake came out of was like right there. A snake had come and it like jumped out. Don't sting me. Don't sting each other, you stinking bugs. Okay. This is the garden. It's so colorful out here today. So pretty. Yep, the little fur feather babies are outside. Oh, guys, everything's turned green. I love it. Absolutely love it. The tulips have popped up. The hucheras are coming back. Our little lady. We've got a stockpile of poop going. I hear my cat. Callie? Oh, it's nice and warm out here when the sun hits you. Oops. Yeah, here are our little babies. Oh, I'm not certain of the gallery wire, like which company. And they're even using their roost, you guys. Hey, big girls. We still have Nutmeg, Pepper, and Poppy running amok. Now, it was just a garter snake, but still, they're using their little roost. Look at you. Ooh, such good dinosaurs. I love you. They spent their first night out in the shed last night. And I kept coming out and checking on them. And they seem to be doing pretty good. Quiet birds are happy birds. Gotcha, Metatron. How you doing, Saffron? Yes, speckled Sussex. Such good little dinosaurs. They're becoming big babies. And there's Princess Poopy Butt herself. She doesn't like being called that. And I think I may have actually gotten, I think Chive here might, or Clove. Chive would be a cute name too. Might be our Barred Rock. And I think Chia back there might be our Black Australorp. They are growing very fast. They'll be laying in August. If they're not roosters. So yesterday, sorry for the shaky cam. Hey, big girls. Mama's little loves. How you doing, Poppy? You dummy thick. Shade is very important, Sean. Like, we actually travel with umbrellas in the van, and I use them more when it's raining, or whenever it's sunny than I do when it's raining. So here we have, checking on our transplants. These are all the strawberries that just came out of, they were like outside of the bed. I don't know if these guys are going to make it, but that's some bee balm that, again, we have the gentleman who mows our grass is going to be coming sometime this week. You can see I got an entire row of strawberries planted. So I've been trying to get all the stuff that's just outside of the bed. So like I still haven't even moved any of the strawberries that are in the bed. It was just the stuff that had like gotten out of bounds, kind of, if that makes sense. Like I still have this one. Here's one that I'll need to dig up. A couple. Nope, just the one that I'll need to dig up and move because he'll probably weed whack it up if we don't get it moved. But we almost were able to plant the entire length of the bed off of just rogue strawberry plants. So that's a thing. Let's check and see if we have anything growing. Let me grab the tripod, actually. Gosh, it feels so good today. Probably after the live stream, I'm gonna make grilled peas and ham and bean soup, and then come out and do some more yard work while it's so pretty. Yeah, we got the fairy pond moved. Right on, Kelly. It's honestly, I've murdered green things for decades. It's just finally getting to the point that the strongest have survived and keep growing. But, ooh, I'd love some elderberry bushes. But, I found a solar pump that, like a solar powered pump that I'd like to put in the pond. Not to have like a waterfall or anything, just to have like a bubbling in the center. But I think this will be really nice. Got a little fairy house and some little mermaids around it. So, and that'll be really nice. And then this is the pergola that we're going to have the melon that we were talking about in the Patreon exclusive live stream. We're going to be planting the melons and cukes and stuff there and train them up. And then all of the melons that hang off of this, I'm going to be supporting with old bras. That way, they'll be able to grow. And so, I don't know. I thought it'd be funny. Ooh, that'd be cool. Aquaponic, yeah. Well, I'd like to put some different fish and stuff in there. We'll have to see. Because last time we put fish in there, just raccoons ate them. So there's that. So pretty there. I love being around water, and this is not much of a pond. It's a glamorous bucket, really, but makes me happy. We have some raspberries coming back from last year that I think I'm going to leave those 2 right there and just train them up the pergola. We're going to be planting herbs and all kinds of stuff through here once we get that taken care of. I'd love a couple of goldfish. Callie's not quite interested enough in water. If there's frogs in the bed, she leaves them alone. Do we have some peas germinating? I don't know. It's probably just weed seeds. But not like weed, but like weeds. No, that is actually specifically not a pea. You are weeds. Wait. Oh, are you a pea? No, you're a weed too. Okay. Well, you have onions coming up. I bunched them really close together. Are you? No, you're a weed too. Picking some weeds. At least I think these are weeds. I'll stop picking weeds until I know for certain. And then we have some more onions planted through here. And then I planted the other side with more peas. This whole bed is just peas and rabbit poop. And then this one we planted a bunch of like radishes and spinach and lettuces and stuff. But that was literally like 3 days ago. So I really doubt we have any kind of growth whatsoever. But so that's the garden so far. Y'all, I love this tree. The red bud and the cherry trees are blooming. I don't think we're probably not gonna get a very good fruit set this year because the dwarf cherry tree, the dwarf sour over in the corner of the yard isn't flowering right now. And that's like, what do I do with the tripod? There it is. Gotta go find my tripod. That's our cross-pollinator for those guys are Bing cherries, and they need a different species to like cross-pollinate with. So I don't know if we're gonna get a very good fruit set this year. Right, Jim? But yeah. I don't know. I'm really happy. I really like getting to kind of mess about in the garden and stuff. Let's go check on our pickle. But the sun's out. It's a very beautiful day. I'm hungry. I bet Randy's getting hungry too. But yeah, I'll show you down here, we've got a whole bunch of bee balm growing just outside of the bed. That I'm like, I don't want that to get weed whacked, so I was gonna just try to take up the root cluster. Yeah, this whole bed, you can see we actually left the stems in from last year. That way, I've found some different, what are they? Praying mantids. I found some different mantid egg, like those little egg clusters that they leave. That's like a little thingy on the stems. So like that was like 4 years ago. So ever since then, I've just kind of left everything that grows up over the winter. Double checking for snakes. And hey, Sam Noak. Yeah, so that's the chicks in the garden. Hey, Randy.
Hey.
Are you getting hungry?
I don't think I'll eat.
Oh, really? My stomach's like gurgling, so very hungry. But yeah, so that's when we're not in the craft room, that's what we're doing. Oh, they don't look very bright and polished at all right now. Hey, Sam. Also, really big news tomorrow. Okay, let me backpedal, get my thoughts, put some coffee in. We had a couple of people come over and give us quotes about the electrical wiring to get some wires put in for the kiln. Sorry, I'm like tangled. There we go. Oh. Okay. And one gentleman quoted us at anywhere from like $500 to $700 for one, putting in a breaker, running it like 50 feet, and doing like a in floor an in floor plug. And we were like, okay, I want to pay people for their work, Then we had another feller come and give us a quote, and the guy who did such a good job patching our roof, and we were like, hey, can we get a quote for this? And he quoted at like around $1,000, and we were like, oh, that's quite expensive. Like we could buy another kiln for that. Not that we could plug it in anywhere, but we could, like, you know what I mean? And we just happen to know, like our best friend here in town is an electrician, and I don't think he's not currently working as an electrician, but he has been a licensed electrician in the past, and he does like all of his own electrical work, and we trust him. And he gave us a grocery list of what to buy, and when we broke quarantine yesterday to get some grapes and like other groceries, we didn't just leave the house for grapes, it was for a bunch of stuff that we needed to do. We for $35 and feeding him probably a pot of beans, he's rewiring, like he's putting in this wire, and that's amazing. Like, I'm so excited because that means on Thursday, we'll be able to turn the kiln on. I will finally, after this have been like 3 solid months of having all the glass, of having the kiln, of having my hothead torch, of being ready to go, and I'll finally be able to do Lamport glass, you guys, and I'm so excited. And then we're just going to use that same plug for plugging in our fusing kiln. So I am like goosebumps, you guys. Like, I am so excited. Yeah, barter strikes again. I cannot wait. And we're going to be taking the curtains down from like this is prepare yourselves, because hopefully by next time I see you guys, what's behind me right now will look different, a little different. We're gonna be taking that air conditioner out and venting through that window. We're gonna be taking the curtains down because they're flammable. And whenever I'm actually torching, I'm probably gonna pull the table back a safe distance from the window and stuff. But still be able to have where the kind of intake for the vent will be able to suck it just out the window. And yeah, so it's going to be our Lamport glass spot, and I cannot wait, like, at all. I'm so scared. Like, I hope I don't burn the house down or catch on fire or die, or I don't know, worst case scenario, I'll just have some really cool like battle scars and I'll be blind. That's mostly my biggest worry, which I do have safety glasses that I wear, and I'm gonna put on like my apron, and I kind of want to get some like fireproof sleeve, like just, I don't know, full hazmat fireproof, like what people wear when they go to volcanoes. I want to wear one of those because I'm so scared. I hate getting burnt. Like, but my love of Lamport glass is stronger than my hatred of being burnt, and I'm disconnected. And there we go, we're back again. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Like, I'm super crazy excited. Do y'all want to see what we're gonna have in April's craft along kits? And yes, I definitely want to do dichroic slumping.
That's more of for the next kiln.
That'll be our next kiln that's kind of better set up for it, because our kiln right now is a Bluebird XL, which has like the bead doors in the front. It's much more specifically for beads. So I do think we can fuse in it. I think whenever I was talking to the Paragon Kiln sales associate, they were like, yeah. But yeah, a leather welding apron, that's a really good idea, Jim. Might have a tutorial on how to make our own leather aprons, because I definitely have the leather for it. We bought a ton of leather and then had no conventions, so no point in making costumes. Oh, so excited. Like,
the plan is to actually move in like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, we're really hoping to, in 3 to 5 years, to be able to buy land in Tennessee or Alabama. So we'll see about that. But yeah, let's oh, I just punched the tripod. You ever been so excited you just punch a tripod? Every day. Let's look at what we're gonna be having in April's craft along kits. We are going to have at least one of these per package. One of these little mandala flowers. Designer safety clothing, right? Boop, boop, boop. And these we cut out with our own Glowforge, which I'm really glad that we got because we can't order stuff from China if we wanted to right now. We will also be sending out, we had made before the apocalypse happened, why Tennessee or Alabama? Because our family lives in southern Tennessee, and like I really like the gardening in that area. It's where all of our family is, and very likely where our family will continue staying. But it'd be really nice to like be close to like Randy's aunts and uncles and cousins. Like the only family I had in this area was my mom, and she went up to Michigan. Like, and so it's if and when we start doing conventions again, it's much more like it's a 4-hour drive from where we used to live in Tennessee to Dragon Con instead of the 17 that it is living here. And so we'll still.
It was a 2-hour drive. There was just a time change.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. So it's like that's hard to beat. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Atlanta. We really like the Chattanooga area. It's just it's where Maddie is, and so that's where our heart is. And everybody else that I love lives in Texas, like family wise, and I am not moving back to Texas. Like, no offense, Texas, but y'all are expensive. It looks like Mordor. Yeah, no, I'm just not going back there. I like Alabama. And if Maddie didn't live in Alabama, we'd probably move to Arkansas. Like, it's really pretty there. Like really, really pretty. That and land right now, like don't tell anybody, but it's like pretty cheap in Alabama. Like we were able to find some places that like it was like 1,000 an acre. Which is nice because I'm like, I don't care if I've got good internet anymore. I just want to live in the woods. So what? So okay, so back to what we will be that, and we'll still be coming out to the Midwest for all the other shows and stuff that we were doing. But it's like, and that's again, it's 3 to 5 years from now, if the ground doesn't go out from under us, if I can keep from eating all of our money. So this is the fused glass, which if you, I'm going to flip the camera around. Beep boop.
Daniel just went over to the kaleidoscope realm for a second.
What's the kaleidoscope realm?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, I don't know, but I love it.
Okay, so we will have, here's one of the cabs that we had made. It was just a really pretty blue. Oops. So we're going to be having one of these in each kit. Now, I don't know if we'll have any of these for, Brooke says Texas has really nice and really crap parts, very little in between. That I will agree with that 100%, but it's just, if nothing else, it is the nice parts, it's just too expensive. Even the crap parts, it's too expensive in Texas. Yeah, right, Maris. But we're really excited about these. And we were thinking about, I was going to do a video showing how you can take like just a very metallic, like silver or silvery blue nail polish, and or any color really, and back this glass with the nail polish the way that you would like a dragon eye, and get a very different effect. Because like even just it backed with like, let's say a matte green gives a different effect than or let's just see, that's it was just some white on the back, some pink. It's, yeah, I don't know, but with the main thing is the metallic will reflect the light and give like a really interesting effect. We aren't going to have those in the $10 cab boxes though, because I don't think we have enough. We have some of them might be this shape, but I really liked those as well. We will also have silver parawire. Well, silver toned. This is the titanium toned silver copper core parawire. And we will have some of these guys in there in April's Craft Along kits too. So to be completely translucent or transparent, I guess is the term. And I'm not going to say that because I don't know what we're going to have exactly in the $20 kits. I don't think it's going to have all of this stuff, but you may have more cabs, you may have more wire. We'll kind of see how it goes. But considering we sell our cabs for $10 a piece, on our website, we sell our laser cutouts for 2 for $10. This is like $6 worth of wire. So that right there, including that we're covering the shipping. I don't know. I try to feel confident in what we're giving people in their Craft Along kits, because that's also getting, in addition to our Patreon exclusive live streams on the weekends, in addition to the we do the Patreon exclusive live streams, we do where we feature you in our videos, we do all of behind the scenes and our digital download content and all of that stuff. So we try to give you all some bang for your buck, but we really appreciate, especially in these kind of difficult and trying times. Like it's uncertain in these uncertain times. Like everything's okay for now. Like, and that's the part that gets me, is I'm like, I hope it stays okay. Like, so, but through everything, we're trying to just push on through the way that, what else can you do? You know, ooh, gold leaf would be so cool. But we really appreciate you guys' continued support, even when stuff's kind of hitting the fan. So, and even all y'all who are just kind of hanging out here with us, like that's world changing. So thank you guys.
Thought about using different materials in the glove board?
We have, Mary. Acrylic smells like burning nail polish, and do what?
It's strong.
And it is super strong. So right now we're kind of sticking to wood because Judy just sent us 3 boxes of it, so that's what we have. But also I am interested, and we're also trying to figure out more of the settings for like leather, because I'd like to be able to send out like leather leaf cutouts for earrings and pendants, and like leather knotwork, and I don't know, just so yeah, because I'd much rather, like, because one of these is gonna stink up your whole Craft Along kit like burnt wood, and I'd rather it smell like burnt wood and burnt leather than burnt nail polish, because that's kind of just off-putting. Our Glowforge will not cut sheet copper, I don't believe.
I don't think it will.
It's a perfect time to buy land and house as the market crashes. Yeah. And that sucks, because like it's great for the person buying it, but for the person who's selling it, like, oh god, that sucks, because it's a mess out there. You guys keep taking care of yourselves, keep taking care of each other, the way y'all make us proud every day, just how awesome you guys are. So that being said, I'm gonna go eat some beans, and we should have a vlog coming out later this week. We did do a Patreon behind the scenes preview of our upcoming tutorials. If you guys want to craft along with that and send me in pictures before this Friday, we'll get that featured up in the video. Natalie says my daughter can't sell her house because of what's going on. Oh goodness, Natalie. That's, my heart goes with you guys, like with everybody we're all kind of dealing with our own bucket of issues. Right on, Mary. Yorkshire right now. Very cool. But we'll see you guys in, I guess, our Patreon exclusive live stream. Holy crap. In our vlog. Check out our vlog channel before then. So, but But y'all take care of yourselves, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye, you guys.